Thank you for counting on NBC2 on this Monday. I'm Elise Chingari. Early voting is underway in most of Southwest Florida today. Here's what you need to know to make sure that your vote counts. So if you live in Charlotte, Hendry, DeSoto, Collier, and Lee counties, you can cast your vote beginning today. Early voting in Glades County begins this Saturday. Much of Southwest Florida will have until the 2nd of November to vote early. For those of you in Charlotte County, you'll have to wait until the 3rd. We stopped by one of Lee County's early voting sites that opened at 10 o'clock this morning. You see it here. The main Cape Coral Library branch off Mohawk Parkway. The hours in Lee County are 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. each day. Now, people there tell us they went this morning to make sure they didn't get stuck in any long lines later on.
Oh, I think it's going to definitely get way busier.
I'm just wanted to early vote because I know it's going to be a very busy Tuesday next couple of weeks.
If you want to vote early in Charlotte County, polling locations are open from 7 a.m. until 7 p.m. until November 3rd. So there is one change you should be aware of because of hurricane damage. The old courthouse site is closed, and the early voting site in Charlotte County is now the Charlotte Harbor Event Center. The water is now safe to drink on Pine Island. Good news there. A boil water notice has been in effect for homes and businesses between Pine Island Road and Matlacha Isles, all the way to the German American Club. Now, Lee County Health Department requires a minimum of 48 hours of testing before the notice is lifted and cleared. And a heads up for you in Cape Coral, starting tomorrow, J.C. Park will be closing down for all of those renovations to begin. There's going to be tons of new features, as we know, including a new playground, trees, a splash pad, food trucks, and more. So this has been an issue, and it's seen some pushback over the last year. However, at a Cape Coral City Council meeting last month, Council voted 6-2 in favor of moving forward with these changes. The new features are expected to cost around $18 million. Remember that the park will remain closed until fall of next year, 2025. A traffic alert. You can expect to see crews working on major roads in Cape Coral and Fort Myers all this week. They're working on street lights on both sides of the river. NBC2's Hope Salmon is telling us more about these delays that you might run into this week.
Starting at 9 this morning, crews are working on street lighting here, starting in Fort Myers at Fowler Street, all the way down Colonial and over the Midpoint Bridge to Country Club Boulevard. They'll also be working from Whiskey Creek Drive intersection on College Parkway in Fort Myers along the Cape Coral Bridge. And it will stop at Del Prado Boulevard in Cape Coral. So that means you can expect road closures as well. And this is all week from 9 to 4. So if you are taking those routes, you want to leave a little early. Reporting in Fort Myers, Hope Salmon, NBC2.
All right, and with that, let's touch base on the latest with Tropical Storm Oscar. It's now 2:52. The 2 p.m. advisory came out 25 minutes ago, and not too much has changed from earlier today. Center of the storm right now is 580 miles to the southeast of the city of Cape Coral, and even though right now the storm is moving toward the northwest in the general vicinity of Florida, it is forecast to start pivoting and move toward the northeast within the next 24 hours. And that pivot, of course, is crucial, as that's what's going to push it away from our part of the state. It's been on land now for quite some time and bringing a lot of storm surge and areas of heavy rain and flooding to portions of eastern Cuba. But again, it's the pivot that's important from our perspective that will help to keep Tropical Storm Oscar away from us. We should notice more of a pronounced northeast movement throughout the day tomorrow on Tuesday, and then by Wednesday, as that northeast forward motion continues, the storm will be pulling farther and farther away from us at a tropical storm strength system. So though it is of course notable that Oscar is there, plays no direct role in our local weather here at home, other than helping to keep it fairly breezy out here from time to time. With this in mind, the forecast looks pretty quiet outdoors here as you look live over top of the city of Cape Coral. Right now, air temperature is at 86 degrees. Winds, as you can see, from the northeast at 13 miles an hour, and they will stay fairly noticeable from time to time. Now, because we have a northeast breeze, it's a possibility that 1 or 2 showers that you see over on the east coast will move across our area real quickly tonight. But we don't expect to see anything major, and there is no threat of any severe weather, at least tonight. When I come back at the top of the hour, we'll take a look at the extended forecast and what to expect in the 7-day. That's coming up right before the start of NBC2 News at 3. Our team will see you then.